So you can
Can someone please check on Nebraska?
and live well. And right now, you can level up your space and save even more at Ferry.com.
Off the 3-day wild card weekend in the NFL. Monday night, Aaron Rodgers, the dramatic win over the Ravens to get in the playoffs, hosting C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Coverage begins at 8 o'clock. Is this the final go-round for Aaron Rodgers? Can he try to prolong his career?
Incredible way they've been able to finish. I think a lot of people assume Baltimore might advance. And eventually the Steelers do what they need to do with that big win late. Obviously, we beat week 17 against Baltimore. So it should be a close.
I think the reason I'm
great defense. Houston played great defense all year.
yeah,
Miami responding after Lacey took that 73.
I'm gonna lean Miami.
Yeah, but they respond to a big play. This is what a great team does. What a good job there. Really just started with Austin taking a hit on third down. Here's a 3rd and 7. Effort play by the true freshman, Malachi Tony. You see how short he is the first down without that effort. He didn't get that. So they're able to finish off this drive. These 15 plays. Taking 7 minutes off tackles tonight already.
Pete Golding, what can you do to try to slow down this running game?
I think that the plan is to, again, you're going to give up some yards, but you got to get the 3rd and long. Win on first down like that.
Finally, they slowly clinch it down. That's Antonio Kite. Holly?
Guys, Carson Beck is in good form tonight. He's got about a 7-inch scar on the inside of his right elbow.
Assim? Assim? Get away.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Mulligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Founded in Miami. Guys back out there having fun again.
And not all her face. It's cream pie.
And just because they're at 218, they got all 3 timeouts. The way they can operate, they can execute. They can put points on the board here.
Bijan Stripling still not targeted tonight. Lacey still out of the game. Looking at that hamstring goes down low, whereas Caleb Odom, the tight end, made the catch with a knee on the ground.
You know, if you just tuning in, their first couple drives, you see 3 and out. Then a big run by Lacey gets him a touchdown. And
Georgia's offense going to get it
together. Here comes pressure right here.
We have got a tremendous matchup between these two.
They had hoped to wear down Miami's defense with up-tempo. They haven't nearly enough plays to pick up and down their lane. 17-10 Canes. Offense trying to get something going here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
They're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
This $7.99 meat free box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, it's more meal for your money.
Arby's.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They are calling for the defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed connection on third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He breaks it down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count the numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, 60 yards.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one line. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. And she's suggesting the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best look. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes...
He's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jocelyn. Pressure coming. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1
Some
yard,
bitches.
he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Good pick up on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense, keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Speak for yourself. I'm gonna pull up in my RT crack. God, that bitch is a hoe. She's reachable, my nigga. She's reachable, my nigga.
Probably end up going to Miami if things was on the right track then and there. But I chose to stick with Ohio State. Probably end.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 95% of the bitches are reachable. You just gotta spit, my nigga. These bitches are not famous, nigga. They're reachable.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale.
So I'm not worried about that. He said, niggas, I'm not worried about that.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Flying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Wants to keep it in the air.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's Kevin.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Rides the back of the option again. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't
What the NCAA just did. Just as the FBI starts arresting players and coaches for illegal gambling, and if you want to see a video I made on that already, click right here. The NCAA, in its infinite wisdom, decides that now is a great time to let their players and coaches and staff legally gamble on professional sports. Which, if you somehow didn't know this already, college athletes were not allowed to gamble. Your sperm starts dying the emission.
Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to
Makes it right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's down.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of
The nation.
Take a look at all the draft.
If being sexy was a crime,
This guy and his talent, they may be getting
You'd get a
consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and throws out there. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple of first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
LSU with the first and 10.
get arrested.
Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Get him.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. The give to the back. Getting stopped at the 1-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown by
Rest.
the Bengals.
Send us to someone who
The
sent
best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back shows you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
You a fat, dirty-ass bitch, you know?
Why is this better than Tinder and Hinge?
I don't think people realize how good the teams in the ACC are. Okay, now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paul, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score
play fake. Now to throw. Fires one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He found some open space and
I think what happened was learning more about the man accused of killing 2 employees.
7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field.
You're
Running
predicting.
by a guy, looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Hello?
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play.
I just got blood work done, and I had to fill out a questionnaire on.
Covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the big dog got him again, and Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
Second and nice having a defensive line that hunts, and year after year Georgia finds these guys, but with the double guys, the guy that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. Can't make it that easy for us.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You say he was good. He not really proud of me.
Shut up. On the lead before going to the locker room.
That was.
Down here for the offense. Here we go. Looking for a man. It's Jocelyn. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go.
You say he was good. He
They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. This time they'll go with the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll slot it at the 47.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 and the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. That's a fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. There we go. Really needed a play like that to get it with their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on first down. Looking for a man. It's Jocelyn. He wants to go deep. He's got it down outside. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The RPO is complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Jocelyn. That's reeled in. It's Stokes. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. He's right downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after.
Example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
A legendary rivalry in the state of Florida, Phyllis. Miami and Florida State back at it again today. Here is the latest. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, Phyllis, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them out.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Finding open areas. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Harder-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they...
He's at the top. Touchdown LSU! And the pulling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being carved. No shot. There's no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Let's go, let's go. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Here we go. To the air on first down. Hines is tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now. You see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them and they make big plays for you.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. To throw, it's Jocelyn. Caught close to the marker, it's Stokes. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Okay.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
There's never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been
throw into the end zone. Now it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Got room on the return. Still on his feet. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now to make make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He fires to the left side. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover? He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now on the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Speeding down the left side. Defense got it for on the run. He's at the 10. Now this defense taking one back to the house.
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they get a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll dive with the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense looks like they're coming. He's looking to pass. And they can't make the connection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Jocelyn. Finds us back in the middle. This senior showed some serious